Oh boy. Hello, I'm Dale, and this is Wipika. Today we have our second installment of my athletic Mat Pilates workout. So the first 4 weeks, today is week 2, is going to be combining bar-inspired intervals with some core work and some stretching at the end. We're going to start with a standing warm-up, moving our spine. So I want you to find a space on your mat. If your puppy is joining you, maybe you have to move down a little bit and bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips and your arms out to a T. We're going to take a little twist to the side and untwist back to center. Twist to the other side and untwist to center. Little twist. Now you can keep it slow and stretchy, or if you've been moving a little bit today, and you're warmed up a little bit from other activities and it feels nice in your spine, you can add some dynamic spin, spin, spin. Let's go one more each way and then come back to center. And then we're going to go into some side bending. So you're going to step to one side, your opposite hand comes up and over, take a reach, take an inhale, and exhale back to center. As you inhale, you're breathing into that stretching side up towards the sky and step back to center. Inhale, reach. Maybe you bend the leg that's stepping out and you go into a little lunge. Now we can speed this up a little bit because, like I said, we're going to do some intervals. So you might use this opportunity to get your heart rate up a little bit. Let's do one more each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Feet underneath your hips. We're going to go into some extension. So bring your hands behind your head. Inhale. Lift your head. Lift your chest. Eye gaze comes up. And exhale. Back to center. Inhale. Lift your chest. Your head is supported in your hands. And exhale. Good. Let's do two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Okay, I need my mat. Stand. Good boy. Off. Good boy. We're going to do a roll down here. So bring your feet underneath your hips. Inhale. Lift your hands up. Exhale. Nod your chin to your chest. Roll through your spine. Bone by bone. You can bend your knees if you need to for your hands to find the floor. And you're going to walk out into a triangle position, or it's called downward dog in yoga. Let your shoulder blades slide down your back, and we're going to tread here, stretching out the calves. One knee bends, the other heel drops, and you switch, and you switch. Now, if you watched my video from last week, I talked about tuna cans, or your low back bones, creating a little space between your low back bones like tuna cans stacked up and floating away from each other. Set both heels down. Can you find those low back bones and find a little space? Pull your belly up and in. Give everything a little cinch through your core, and you're going to transition into a knee hover. So lowering your knees, active shoulders pushing the ground away. And we're going to hover here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike your hips. Take a stretch. Set your heels down. Let your sitting bones lift up towards the sky. Take a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Wrap up in the front. Lengthen your spine. Find some space between each backbone. Come back into your knee hover. Breathe into the back of the body. Ribs expand up towards the sky. As you exhale, cinch in the front. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, pike your hips, walk your hands to your feet, and roll on up. Ooh. All right. Step one foot in front, one foot behind. Like we're standing on cross-country skis, knees and toes pointing forward. I want you to shift your weight into your front foot and shift your weight into your back foot. Maybe your feet stay on the floor at first, and then we start to peel through the feet and lift to balance on one foot. And we can add arms. As we shift forward, our arms come up. As we shift backwards, our arms come back. Just an opportunity to wake up the core while standing. Let's do one more forward. One more back. Step your feet down, shake out your legs if you need to. Switch your feet. The other foot in front. Shift your weight into the front and into the back. Start to peel through the feet. Peel from heels to toes. And then you have that moment of balance where you lift one foot. We're going to be doing some balance in today's intervals, so I want you nice and ready for balancing. Adding the arms as you come forward, arms come up. As you lean back, arms go back. Let's do a few more here. Ooh, losing my balance. One more forward, one more back, and then come back. Now, we're going to wake up the brain a little bit with that split position, okay? So I have my left foot in front and my right foot behind. Left arm in front, right hand behind. Then we're going to jump and switch. So it's same arm, same leg, jump and switch. Now I could step and step a little faster if jumping doesn't work for you. But we switch, 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 switch. Getting our heart rate up a little bit more. Starting to breathe a little heavier. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, all right, we're not done. I did say there was a brain teaser. Left foot in front, right foot behind. Now, right hand in front, left hand behind. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. And we switch, switch. Now, which one was easier? Same side or opposite side? Whew. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Whew. All right. I'm warm. Are you ready for our intervals? All right. So we're going to start in a wide, turned out position. Think about your low back bones lifting up. Hands come behind your head. You're going to come down into a hold. Now you're going to lift one heel, lower it down. Lift both heels, lower them down. Lift the other heel, lower them down. Center, lift the heels. Now as you lift one heel, add a little twist. You're in the center when both heels lift. Other heels lift, twist. Center, twist. Center. Yeah, now you could sink a little lower. Ooh. Or not. Keep your spine nice and long. Even as you twist, spiral your spine up towards the sky. Whew. Last one in the center. And stand on up. Come to the edge of your mat. We're setting up for skater. Okay, so I said there's going to be a little balance. You're going to be balancing on your outside leg. Step the other foot behind. Arms come out. Whew. You're going to jump and balance. Now, my back toe, I can set it down for a moment and center myself. Or, for a challenge, that foot never touches. Now, I started slow. You could stay slow, or you could speed it up. Sink a little deeper into that standing leg. Send your hips back behind you. 10 more seconds. You're gonna make it. After this, we're gonna be down on the floor for an abdominal exercise. Whew. One more each way. Woo, shake out those legs. We're gonna do 6 exercises 2 times through. So this is exercise number 3. We have an imprinted spine. So it should press your low back into the floor, hands behind the head. Bring your legs up. Extend your legs long. Bring them in. Keep your spine pressing into the floor. We could add arms. Reach the fingers to toes. Curl into a tight little ball. Inhale as you reach. Exhale into a tight little ball. The lower your legs go, the more challenging that imprint is going to be. Every time you come into that tight little ball, can you get your chest a little higher? Woo. 8 more seconds. You're going to make it. Keep breathing. Inhale, reach, exhale. Tight little ball, last one. Woo. And rock and roll back up to standing. All right, so this is another balance challenge. You're going to come into a lunge, so wider stance than we started. Your back toes are lifted. We're going to come down for a triple lunge. 2, 3. Now press up. Find a balance. Back leg is long. You're going to bend and reach, bend and reach, bend and reach up nice and tall. Down. 2, 3. So it's a triple pulse in the lunge, triple bend and reach. Find your big toe. Find your pinky toe. Find your heel of that standing leg. Reach. You're grounding that tripod of the foot into the floor, lifting yourself up nice and tall. Woo. Down. 2, 3. Spine is long. Last 1 here. Finish off. 2, 3. Stand tall. Woo. Shake out those legs. Pull everything in. You want to be nice and supported. Step the other foot back. It gets a little bit of a rest. We're going to go down. 2, 3. Push off that back foot. Find your balance. Bend and reach. Bend and reach. Take this one a little slower. Every time you pulse, maybe you pulse a little lower. Woo. So you could go low, lower, lowest. Ooh, push up. See, I lost my balance for a moment. Bend and reach. Bend and reach. Woo. Down. 2, 3. Lift up. 3. 2, 1. Can we do one more? Down. 2, 3. Push up. 3. 2, 1. And standing tall. Shake out those legs. Oh, Wipika, what are you doing? We're on our bellies for breaststroke. Legs are together. First time through, I'm going to have my legs down. I'm going to lift my head, lift my chest, dive forward, reach. Sweep my arms back, lift my head, lift my chest, and dive. As I lift up, I'm lifting my belly button away from the mat. Lifting it up to support my spine in this extension. Reach long. Lift up. Maybe you aim a millimeter higher every time you come into that back bend. 10 more seconds. This is our last exercise of the 6. We'll go one more time through. Last one. You have time for a quick child's pose if you need it. Send your hips back to your heels and up to standing. Woo. Second position, turned out and wide. Hands behind the head. Lift your spine up nice and tall. Sink into your squat. You're going to stay there. Heel lift, little spine twist. Center, both heels lift. Heel lift, spine twist. Woo. This just gets a little spicy down here. Maybe you can sink a little lower. You know this is the last time through. Keep breathing. Ooh. Let your shoulders be nice and easy. If you find that your shoulders get up in your ears, you could choose a different arm position. Yes? One more to this side. Come center. Stand tall. Woo! Skater, one of my favorites. You could have your hands on your hips, or you could do the skater arms. So find your balance. We're gonna jump. Woo, balance. And go. Woo. If you need to, step that back foot down. I don't think I did it that time when I needed it. Maybe you go slow. I think the slower is more challenging on the balance. I get to have a little momentum if I speed it up. Yep. How wide can you jump? Yep. Can you get to the edges of your mat with control? That's the key. Send your hips back. Sink into that leg a little bit more. One more each way. And shake it out onto your back on the mat. Woo. Hands behind the head. Curl up. Press your low back. Glue it into the mat. Legs long. Bring them back in. You could keep your hands behind your head the whole time, or you curl into a tight little ball. Reach your arms the opposite direction of your legs. Reach long. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Yep. That's it. Can you get a little higher? Shoulder blades lighten away from the mat when you come into that little curl. 10 more seconds. You're gonna make it. Woo. Squeeze the legs together. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Help yourself up to standing for our triple lunge balance. One foot in front, one foot behind. Lift the heel. So down. 2, 3. Push off that back leg. Find your balance. Reach the leg long. Put your thigh up on a shelf as you bend and reach. So you don't want to drop that knee towards the floor at all. One more. Reach. Shift back into your lunge. 3. Push up. You could have your arms down by your side, hands on your hips, or you could have your arms flying out to the side. Little airplane balance. Down. 2, 3. Nice and tall. Whew. Slow this one down too. Whew. Balance challenge. Last bend and lunge. 2, 3. Finish this one off. Put the thigh up on the shelf, bend it straight. Ooh. Thank you, Dor. 3. Stand tall. Whew. Almost lost it there. Step the other foot back. Lifting your spine. Sink down. 2, 3. Push up nice and tall. Bend and reach. Bend and reach. One more. Think about how long could that leg be behind you? How long can your spine be in the opposite direction? Down. 2, 3. Maybe you do pulses a little higher, or you still like that lower, lowest. Down. 2, 3. Push up. 9 more seconds. I think we got time for one more. Down. 2, 3. Push up. Last 3, 2, 1. Reach the leg long and stand up nice and tall. Breaststroke is last. Onto your belly. So last time I did it with my legs down. This time I'm going to do breaststroke with my legs lifted. Lift everything up. Dive forward. If you're feeling pain in your spine, in your back, set your legs down. Reach. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the legs together. Every time you come into that back bend, can you aim a millimeter higher? Woo. Lift. Exhale, lower. Use your inhale. Lift you up. Exhale, reach nice and long. 3, 2, Last one. And lower all the way down. Pause here for a moment. Shake your hips. Push into a child's pose. Send your hips back. Ooh, take a stretch. Maybe rest your head down. You did it. Good job. Woo. Let your breath slow. Use your slowing breath to slow down your heart. Walk your hands to one side of the mat. Send your hips in the opposite direction. So I brought my hands to my right. So I want you to send your breath into that long stretching side. For me, that's my left side right now. Breathing into my left lung. And then walk through center, over to the other side. Breathing into my right lung now. And then come back to center and come on up. We're gonna go through some lunging stretches. We spent a little bit more time on legs today. So I'm gonna go through a little bit like last week and adding on a little bit, okay? So I have my left foot in front, right knee down. I'm looking for a stretch through the front of my right hip. Whew. If you need something for balance, you could set yourself up by your couch or a chair. Now, if you're here and you want a little extra, we didn't do this last week. You can bring your hands down to the mat and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy that foot forward. Find a little stretch here. Whew. If you have sensitive wrists, you could be on your fists here or prop yourself up on a coffee table on your elbows. That is another option. Now, if you haven't come down to your hands, come down to your hands. I want you to keep your right hand where it is, and you're gonna rotate, lift your left hand up towards the ceiling. So I'm reaching that hand up, and my right hand reaching through the floor, asking for maybe a little extra twist. And then we untwist. Back to center. Left hand on the left side of the mat now. Send your hips back. Take a hamstring stretch. Pull your toes to your nose if you want a little more. And then step the left knee back. Right foot comes forward. Starting tall kneeling. Find that stretch through the front of the left hip. Now, if you want a little extra, come down to your hands. Shimmy, shimmy that foot forward. And take a couple breaths here. What you doing, buddy? Over here. Over here. No? Okay. He doesn't want to come back. Now keep the left hand down. We're going into that rotation. Lift your right hand, twist. Feels nice. And then we'll untwist. Right hand comes to the right side of the mat. Send your hips back. Find that hamstring stretch. Pull your toes to your nose. And then come out of that and come to a seated position where your knees are bent and your feet, oh, now he's coming back. Your feet are tucked on one side. You're gonna grab your ankle, bring the other hand up nice and tall, come into a side bend, up nice and tall. This is called mermaid. Can you see my mermaid tail? And I bring my hand to the floor, opposite hand comes up and over. Push away from the mat, Up nice and tall. Find a little more stretch in this direction. Lengthen your spine. And we kind of flow back and forth. Now let's do one more each side. Nice and tall. Last one. And push back up. Now bring your hands in front of you so you can transition to the other side. Hello. Or you can do a nice down dog. Beautiful. Grab your ankles. Reach one hand up and over. Lengthen your spine. Restack. Hand comes to the mat. Opposite hand comes up and over. And push away from the mat. Back to the first side. Let's do two more in each direction. Last one each way. Up and over and up and over and push back. And come to a seated position that's comfortable for you. And we're going to end with a couple breaths. Maybe you soften your eye gaze or close your eyes. Just take a couple breaths like we did last week. Inhale and think about something that you're really grateful for or looking forward to in the coming days or weeks. And as you exhale, can it remain in those places that you filled? So take a big deep breath, fill in all directions, and exhale. Let that gratitude remain in those spaces. Good. I'm grateful for my dog. That's what I'm grateful for. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Nice work. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Please like and subscribe. And if you feel so led, share this with friends. Have a great week. Bye.